For our viewers in Nigeria, we're back to our story where former head of state General Ibrahim Babangida acknowledged for the first time in 32 years that MKO Abiola actually won the 1993 presidential election. Joining me is veteran journalist Richard Akinnola. Mr. Akinnola, thanks for joining us on the news this hour. I'm wondering how you perceive IBB's admittance of MKO Abiola's victory, considering its previous denials and justifications for the annulment.
Well, I think it's just mere sophistry. And platitudes, because he has not said anything new from what he has been saying. That I take full responsibility. To me, I find it offensive that after 32 years, and only for you to come and say, yes, I take full responsibility without offering apology for the lives lost, not only MKO Abiola, Abiola died in his whole process, and several others. As a matter of fact, over 200 Nigerians died on the Kodu Road by forces led by Abacha on this June 12th. I was only fortunate to have been part of the statistics. I was only fortunate because of tear gas. Because after I inhaled tear gas and I couldn't see again, I ran somewhere near Fadeyi to just get get kerosene. That's how I was able to escape the shooting by Abacha's men. And over 200 people were killed. And yet somebody is just coming 2 years thereafter to say he took responsibility. And say and to make matters worse, they said that the most difficult decision he has ever taken was on June 12th. Come on. In the first place, there were processes before that June 12th election was annulled. On 18th of May, 1993, at Suite 1034, Abuja Sheraton, there was a meeting. Dr. Nzeribe, who was the leader of the ABN. Then there was Akinnola in that meeting. There was a Clement Akpango in that meeting. There was Abiola Davis, who was the director of operations of ABN in that meeting. That's when they had the whole plan on how to get Justice Ikweme and subsequently to get Justice Ahiru to annul this election. So it was a process, and Akinnola was representing Babangida in all those meetings. Akpango was there, it was the Attorney General. It was a plan thing, so it didn't take him by surprise. So to now say that maybe Abacha forces within their ranks, can have the hostage in quote.
Yes.
That's just.
I hear you clearly, Mr. Akinnola, and I understand your sentiment. But in fairness to the general, perhaps when we read the book, we can tell whether there's a full-fledged apology. But here's what we've also heard him say, that he's taken full responsibility for the annulment and that he regrets his decision. If he has the opportunity to do it again, he is going to do or act differently. You don't think that acknowledgement is sufficient as an apology, right?
No, at all, absolutely. Okay, because we have been saying this over the years, that each time we keep on saying, I take full responsibility, I take full responsibility. Of course, the box stopped on your table as president, just like any other president. But the fact is that, what does it take you to say, I apologize for all the several lives lost, the humongous amount of money and the economy destroyed over the June 12th crisis, and which snowballed into Shonekon's government that was toppled by Abacha, and all the things that Nigeria went through. So you cannot just come and say you take full responsibility. It's not saying anything new. He has always saying that. So, and to now say that it was your most difficult decision. So it was more difficult than you sanctioning the killing of your best man, best man of your wedding, General Vasa. So the election that took a process for a long period, it was the most difficult decision. So the killing of Vasa was not the most difficult decision. I sanctioned the killing of your best friend, who was your best man. So it doesn't make any sense.
All right.
It's the same Babangida.
Yes.
Because we see the book. from the review and from what came out for the book launch today, it doesn't make any sense. In fact, I shook my head today when I saw that when people are clapping, say that they did it in the interest of Nigeria. Which interest of Nigeria? The same people who are with LBB, I mean, what Abiola are not the same people clapping. It shows that the political class is the same.
Again, he has called the decision as a result of a supreme national interest. I'm just told we're out of time. I was going to ask you what you expect, what more you expect from that book, but we'll continue this conversation subsequently. Mr. Richard Akinnola, veteran journalist, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're back with more stories after this break. Stay with us.